Taco Bell. I always wanted to try Taco Bell. Did you ever want to try Taco Bell?
Yes.
Yeah. Why do we not have Taco Bell here?
I don't think regulation.
Yeah, I guess the EU can't regulate Taco Bell. Either way, biggest troll in the food industry, Taco Bell. Let's get to it. More American propaganda. Here we go.
This is gonna be one of those times where you're like, man, I feel like I knew that. It just never really dawned on me until now.
Alright.
Today we're talking about Taco Bell, probably the biggest troll in the restaurant industry. That's not
UK has Taco Bell? Well, I guess we in Germany just don't.
true. Have you read Wendy's Twitter? It's hilarious. Yeah, we know. Wendy's has a funny Twitter where they clap back at people in the comments section. Okay, what I need you to understand is that Taco Bell has been out here actively trolling entire government agencies, and they've been doing it since back in the 90s before the internet made that shit easy. They're quite literally one of, if not the only pioneer of meme-style marketing. And we're gonna get into it right after word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Sheath. Okay, look, I'm not gonna overcomplicate this. It's underwear with a pocket inside so you can stick your junk in it so your balls aren't stuck to your thigh.
What? I need to know, man in the chat, would you like that? Nice? That sounds good. That sounds interesting.
Okay, I've got this piece of paper with this page of all this shit I'm supposed to read. Like, oh, they have all these fancy new designs. Like, yeah, that's cool. They're also—
Oh, there it is. There's a picture of it. You can see it. Wait. Let me move it. Here. There's a picture of it right here. What the hell?
the official underwear of the UFC. Like, great. Okay, but look, here's the truth. You know who doesn't really need underwear to keep balls from sticking to their thigh? World-class athletes with six-packs. Okay, you wanna know who does need this underwear? Bigger dudes that have been told at every doctor's appointment since they were like 11 that they needed to lose weight, and they just so happen to sweat anytime the temperature gets above 72, okay? Don't fucking look at me and I won't look at you, all right? And you wanna know the best part about this underwear? You can buy a pair, try it out. Worst case scenario, you're like, you know what? Turns out I actually do enjoy my balls sticking to my thigh. You can just not stick your junk in the pocket, and then boom, you've got a normal pair of underwear that feels the exact same.
Can I hide my phone in there? How big is that one, bro? That one? I'm thinking of so many use cases for this. What if you really need to hide some money? Like a high value amount of money. Like, imagine you have like cash, but you're like in a tourist area. Like you're traveling. That's a good space to hide it. You have to actually gonna find out.
Except now you've got a secret pocket that you can, like, I don't know, hide stuff in if you wanted to.
Oh, and you
Queso uses it to hide food.
can put your weed in there.
So yeah, you absolutely need to try some sheath underwear. You literally have nothing to lose. The worst case scenario is that you bought some underwear. The best—
Bro, I just got sheath, like sheathing your sword, like, oh, I just got that. Oh no, oh.
case scenario is that you never have your balls stuck to your thigh ever again. I'm gonna have a link in the discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. Our story begins in 1948 with a young man by the name of Glenn Bell. See what they did there? Glenn Bell, Taco Bell. Anyways, moving on. Glenn Bell has just returned home from serving his country as a cook in the United States Marine Corps. Okay, right out of the gate, things are already starting to add up. I've said it once and I'll say it again. You don't call up the Marines unless you want something dead, broken, or pregnant, and I've known that Taco Bell was military food all along. But Glenn didn't start off by selling Mexican food right out of the gate. He actually opened up a hot dog stand in San Bernardino, California.
I love hot dogs. Bro, I love hot dogs so much. I was going like an entire week just eating hot dogs before. But hot dogs are so good.
Known as Glenn's Drive-In. And things go absolutely awesome. They go so awesome that after a couple of years, he opens up a second location and expands into not only selling hot dogs, but also selling hamburgers. But then another restaurant comes into San Bernardino, California.
But I thought Taco Bell is like Mexican, like what is it? Tacos. What? Why are we starting with hot dogs and burgers?
They're also just trying to sell a bunch of hamburgers, a little company called McDonald's. So Glenn decides, you know what? I'm not going to try to out hamburger McDonald's. I'm going to go ahead and make a slight alteration to my menu. I'm not going to sell hot dogs and hamburgers anymore. I'm going to start selling tacos. And my favorite little fun fact about this is that Taco Bell's taco sauce is actually Glenn Bell's original recipe for the chili in his chili dog.
Yo!
That's it. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is a man. Oh my God.
You want energy drink? If I drink too much, I'm gonna be up all night again.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, did you guys know that tacos are just Mexican hot dogs?
Either way, that's a crime. That's a crime. Hot dogs, Mexican. Tacos are just Mexican hot dogs. That's a crime. That's such a crime.
Services for emergencies only?
Yeah, I know, but hear me out. This explains why Taco Bell's original slogan was always think outside the bun.
Holy
She is suffering
It all comes together. It all makes sense.
from the worst case of hemorrhoids I have ever seen!
Sorry, I got really distracted. Anyways, he goes from selling hot dogs and hamburgers, changes the name of his restaurant to Taco Tia, and now he starts selling tacos out of a drive-thru window. And his entire strategy is volume. He wants to sell as many tacos as possible, as cheaply as possible. He ends up selling tacos for 19 cents a piece, and the reason he's able to do that is he just streamlines the entire making or assembly process of a taco. And the way he does
Bro, what was the restaurant called in Kim Possible that's based off of Taco Bell? Bueno Taco, is that the
I
one?
think that's the one.
Bueno Taco? Bro, Bueno Taco really gave me all the Taco Bell.
Nacho, that's the
Bueno
one.
Nacho. Yeah, Bueno Nacho, bro. That one gave me all the Taco Bell propaganda, man. I was always so sad as a kid growing up that we had nothing like that here. You don't even know how it is to grow up German. You don't want to grow up German, trust me.
that is he pretty much exclusively utilizes hard shells. That way tacos are just easier to make and the shells are always ready. And to some degree, he's kind of credited with inventing the hard shell taco, which probably isn't true, but he's definitely the reason that they became so popular. And if you think that sounds crazy, it's absolutely not. You got to remember, this is like the 1950s. A lot of people in America that weren't near the southern border had never even heard of a taco, let alone had one. For a lot of people at this point in time, the first time they actually had Mexican food was at a Taco Bell once they started expanding. But regardless, the point is, Glenn Bell has officially just become the Henry Ford of tacos, okay? Just mass production. And to nobody's surprise, that goes great. He grows Taco Tia into multiple locations, ends up selling the entire brand off to another company, starts his own company to grow it again. This one is called El Taco. Does the same thing.
He's actually just mass producing taco restaurants. What the hell? Bro, he's a farmer, bro. He's a grinder. He's a freaking gamer. What the hell? What?
All over again, grows a company, sells it off. This time he wants to do it a fourth time, but he wants to make it a franchise company and he wants to run the entire thing. So he needs some capital. He partners up with 4 players from the NFL's LA Rams, and they end up starting the very first Taco Bell in 1962. And absolutely nobody's surprised, they totally crush it. I mean, they're selling 19-cent tacos to Americans. It's basically
19 cents? That's nothing. Bro, bro. Where's the economy gone? Life is so sad. For those that don't speak Spanish, el taco means the taco. I hate you.
a layup. In the NBA, though.
What?
Again, no Breeze. To go. Angel physical game. Kennedy, Carter.
Okay.
Anyways, within 5 years of doing the business, they're doing so well that by 1967, other successful fast food franchises are looking to cut in to this fast food Mexican niche. So Pizza Hut actually starts their own restaurant called Taco Boy, ends up being a huge failure. They cannot out-taco the Bell. Okay, fast forward 10 more years, they crush it the entire time, and then in 1978, they actually do end up getting bought out by a larger company, Pepsi. Okay, and this is the most important part of the story because this is where shit gets completely out of hand, okay? Pepsi also bought a bunch of other restaurants right around
Wait, so Pepsi owns Taco Bell?
At the same time, like KFC and Pizza Hut. But Pepsi wasn't out there buying all these restaurants because they were trying to make money off of the restaurant, right? They didn't think they could sell tacos better
What is it then? Real estate?
than Taco Bell.
Like
they didn't
McDonald's?
think they could sell pizza better than Pizza Hut. They bought them so that they could beat Coke. You see, because at this point in time, Coca-Cola's #1. It's not
It's just to... Bro, wait, that makes so much sense. You buy Pepsi at KFC's here too. You can't get Coke at KFC here. That actually
Even
makes
close.
okay.
Everybody prefers Coke, and Coke is in
That's
every
true.
restaurant in America. And Pepsi
I prefer
realizes
Coke too.
that they need to be able to get their soda into restaurants so that people are forced to try it.
Here comes the airplane.
Soda wars were the consoles of the 80s, my god. Mexican Coke is better. I'll let you in on a little secret. Mexican Coke is just European Coke. That's what we have here. Alright? Because we use the, what is it, the real sugar in it? Compared to in America, what do they use? Like what is that flake sugar that people use in America?
High glucose.
Yeah, cane sugar or something, right? We use real sugar here.
It's corn syrup, I think.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Corn syrup. Okay, wait, corn syrup is the one that's in America, right? And we have cane sugar, right? Is it that way around or is it the other way around? Either way, we basically have the same shit as Mexico. There you go.
There you go. Open into the hanger. There you go. Yeah, eat it. Put it in your mouth, but just eat it.
God, I hate it.
And at this point,
European Coke is sugar beet? Is it?
Yes.
Alright, still better.
pretty much no restaurants in America are going to willingly carry Pepsi products because everybody wants Coke and they don't want to have to tell every customer, is Pepsi okay? So in PepsiCo's mind, in a complete just gangster big dick move, they're like, you know what, fuck it, we're just going to force restaurants to carry Pepsi. We're going
Oh boy. Yeah, in brands in college, they had most called the Kentucky Hut, KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut. Also, Taco Bell apparently owns the Liberty Bell from Independence Hall in Philadelphia. What?
to buy out entire restaurant chains and then force them to carry Pepsi products.
Chat and YouTube, like, once this is on the YouTube videos, right? What do you prefer, Pepsi or Cola? Also, the only right answer is Dr. Pepper over all of them. But if it's only Pepsi or Cola, what do you prefer? Like Pepsi or Coke? Cola, Pepsi, both. Game of Subs. Coke Kitsunero for 10% off. Pepsi Max. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, if you're watching this on YouTube, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, because otherwise your view isn't counted. Thank you.
Which is going to force the customer to drink Pepsi, and then we're going to get a following. And why this is important to Taco Bell's story is because the new owner of Taco Bell doesn't really give a shit about tacos. Okay, new mission is not to sell good quality Mexican food at a fair price. No, the new mission is get as many motherfuckers through the door as possible and force them to try Pepsi. And at this point, Taco Bell, aka the restaurant founded by a Marine, is like, I'm going to do dumb shit and troll everybody. Which, to be fair, is completely...
What did they do? Oh my god, I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. Taco Bell ain't even real Mex food. I mean, yeah, it's made by people in America. You know. But it's still a Mexican dish, so, you know.
Reasonable reaction when your entire company basically gets turned into a front to waterboard people with Pepsi. Okay, we're just gonna take the shenanigans from the top, okay? In 1992, Taco Bell hired Johnny Cash to be their spokesperson.
Johnny
right?
Cash?
And I know what you're thinking. Why is that funny? Johnny Cash is awesome. Seems like a great spokesperson. A, I completely agree. But B, it's funny because he's the guy that got famous for singing The Ring of Fire. Okay, moving right along, the very next year, 1993, Demolition Man the movie comes out. Okay, for those of you that are not familiar with this cinematic masterpiece, here's the entire plot line. We're gonna take Rocky, we're gonna put him inside of a popsicle, and then we're gonna thaw him out like 100 years in the future so that he can fight Blade with blonde hair. So Taco Bell jumps in and they're like, you know what? Make us every single restaurant in the future. During the storyline of this movie, have a little offshoot where you pepper in the fact that every restaurant in the world is now Taco Bell because there was restaurant wars and Taco Bell fucking won.
Wait, that's so based. What the hell? What the hell? That is actually so good. It's kind of funny because my dad doesn't like it since he feels it's not authentic Mexican food. However, that's one of the reasons I enjoy it. When I want to try whitewashed Mexican food, that's where I go. You know what? That's very fair.
The longer this story goes on, the more sense it makes that it was founded by a Marine. By the time 1996 rolls around, they decide they're not going to just troll their customers. They're going to start trolling everybody, including the United States government. So what they did for April Fools in 1996 is they took out a full-page ad in the 7 biggest newspapers in America,
I wasn't even born back then.
claiming that Taco Bell had reached an agreement with the US government to purchase the fucking Liberty Bell.
Someone of you in chat was gaslit. One of you guys in chat was gaslit actually believing it.
And that they were renaming it the Taco Liberty Bell instead. Now, bear in mind, this is 1996. Public outcry is still moving pretty slow. There's no
Yeah, the internet doesn't even exist.
Twitter, there's no social medias where people can just immediately be a reactionary at the drop of a hat. No, if you want to be upset about something, you've got to write a letter or you've got to go get a phone book, track down somebody's phone number, and call them. There was so much public outcry that by noon of April Fools, the Philadelphia branch of the National Park Service had to have an emergency press conference and tell everybody that it was just a joke and that they didn't sell the Liberty Bell to a taco company. Also worth noting, because it's funny, the White House press secretary at the time, when he was asked about this joke, decided to be a complete smartass and respond by saying, and I quote, "The federal government is also selling the Lincoln Memorial to Ford Motor Company and renaming it the Lincoln Mercury Memorial." And my
Right.
personal favorite, in 2001, the Russian/Soviet space station Mir was gonna collide back to Earth. Okay, this is like the last remaining symbol of Soviet space travel success, and it is gonna fall into the ocean.
It's got to be his big break. We've got to fuck with him.
So Taco Bell is like, fuck it, we're gonna get a giant inflatable target and stick it in that part of the ocean with a big ass bullseye that says free tacos here. And if the
What? How did they even get
Russians
there?
can manage to hit this fucking target with their space station,
They're
we're gonna
getting
give
free
free tacos, to
tacos.
everybody in America. Okay, this is why
Please
Pepsi's
tell
my
me,
favorite
please,
soda
please tell me they hit up. Please tell me they got free
brand.
tacos.
Do I
please,
like the taste?
please.
No, but I just like how much they hate the USSR. Okay, for those of you a little fuzzy on the timeline, the USSR disbanded in 1991, right? 6 years later, in 1997, Pizza Hut, the other restaurant owned by Pepsi, gets Mikhail Gorbachev, the former leader of the USSR, to appear in a Pizza Hut commercial to send the very
What?
clear, very loud message of communism can't out Pizza the Hut. And now, 4 years after that, the Mir space station, the last remaining symbol of Soviet success at literally anything, is about to fall out of orbit and collide with the planet, and a taco company is putting a giant target in outer space, offering free tacos to the entire country that beat them in the Cold War if they manage to hit this target with any remnants of the Soviet space station. Not only
I'm sorry, I don't really have much to say. I'm just stunlocked. Bro, that's actually so based. I love it. You know, I don't like Pepsi. I don't like the taste of it. It's okay, right? Like, Pepsi is my least favorite Coca-Cola. Not Coca-Cola. Pepsi is my least favorite cola company. But goddamn, that's respectable. Basically about our government broke up, but at least we have Pizza Hut.
This is going to maximize the amount of people watching with anticipation as one of the last living memories of the Soviet Union dies. It's also one giant last middle finger letting them know, hey, we have complete confidence that you guys always miss. Which is exactly what happened. The Soviet space station did not hit the target, probably because it wasn't at point blank facing a wall, and Taco Bell did not have to buy everyone in America a taco. So Taco Bell is just god-tier level shit talking and trolling, but on top of that, they also have brilliant marketing ideas. My personal favorite, and most infuriating, mostly because it didn't stick around, was in 2017, Taco Bell collaborated with Lyft to have a taco mode inside of their app. And what taco mode was...
Lyft is like Uber, isn't it? When did he say? What year was this?
Favorite and most infuriating, mostly because it didn't stick around, was in 2017, Taco Bell collaborated with Lyft to have a taco mode inside of their app. And what taco mode was is that when you got picked up by your Lyft driver, they would then immediately take you to the closest Taco Bell drive-thru, let you get food, and then take you home from the bar.
That is so good. Like, imagine middle of the fucking night, you're just fucking drunk, and all you want is a taco. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. I love that.
Okay, I don't know how this feature didn't stick around longer. Maybe I'm in the minority, apparently, but this is exactly what I want. Okay, I spent my entire childhood getting told don't talk to strangers.
I used that? You did? How did it go? Was it awesome? Did you have to pay for the taco? Did you have to pay for the taco? Did your driver also get a taco? I love the way they were that headstrong just doing that, right? Morning Kitsunero morning. Bro, I wish. She's so interested? Yes, taco was included in the cap tab. Yo! Huge! The taco also get a taco. If you're the driver, you have to put up with hungry drunk guy. Yeah, I guess depends on the drunk person, right? Like if they are nice or not.
Adult, there's nothing I want more in my life than to be able to summon a stranger with my cell phone and have them take me to Taco Bell before dropping my drunk ass off at home. And you know what? I'm gonna order all the ridiculous shit they've had on the menu over the years, because remember, they're only there to push Pepsi products. They don't care about having good quality Mexican food, and that's why they've essentially turned their entire menu into a circus show. I love it. The entire menu is just like the shit that you would talk about with your buddies when you were like drunk or high. Like, bro, you know what would sound good if we made a quesadilla and then turned that quesadilla into the shell for a burrito? We'll call it the quesarito.
That sounds so good. Bro, that sounds amazing. Bro, that's what I ordered. Eh! The quesadilla.
Oh man, this crunch wrap sure is good. You know what would make it better? If we replaced the hard shell tortilla on the inside with a giant fucking Cheez-It. And you know what? While we're at it, we might as well make the hard shell tacos shell a giant Dorito. Why not?
What? Wait, I don't know if that one's good. I don't know. That could be good, but I'm not too sure. Did you guys ever try this one? The Dorito tacos are amazing. Oh my god, it's absolutely... Oh my god, I need to go to a Taco Bell, man. Oh my god, I convinced their marketing team consists of stuffed stoners.
Why not? So yeah, in conclusion, that is the story of Taco Bell. That time that a Marine came home from World War II, started a Mexican hot dog restaurant that somehow perfected the art of shit-talking, trolling, and creating weird menu items, all on its quest to force people to drink Pepsi. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is to go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang, out.
Here's a link.
You know, for once, I know this video is super unhinged, but I feel like it's not my fault this time.
That was a good video. Really good video. Now I want the steakhouse burrito. I don't think we have steakhouses here either. Good video, liked it. Very nice. I just realized I'm on display capture instead of Firefox capture. It doesn't matter with Gucci. Alright, 10 out of 10 video, yeah. One of their most popular commercials was a Chihuahua who talks and loves Taco Bell a lot. Rip, by the way. Oh, did he pass? Do they have Taco Bell in Germany? At least not nearby me. I don't think we do.